A low thunder rolls above the waves. It is the sound of the sea in conversation with stone, and on a narrow ledge, a young Atlantic puffin leans into the wind. We will call this newcomer Pebble. She peers from a freshly dug burrow just below the ridge, her eyes ringed in what looks like charcoal, her beak a vibrant, patterned jewel. The cliff is a symphony of beating wings and urgent calls, the air thick with the purpose of a colony hard at work. For nearly their entire lives, Atlantic puffins are creatures of the open ocean, returning to these shores for the single, vital purpose of breeding. For Pebble, this is her first season on the cliff, a world of dizzying heights and complex rules. By staying with her, we will trace this entire, remarkable cycle, from the quiet darkness of the burrow to the boundless expanse of the sea and back again. At dawn, the ledge carries the sharp scent of salt and damp earth. A sudden gust of wind carries spray high enough to sting, and Pebble blinks grit from her bright, inquisitive eyes. A neighbor shuffles past, muttering a low, guttural growl through a beak already full of nesting grass. A squall sweeps across the horizon, a curtain of gray against the rising sun, but the colony's rhythm is unbroken. Puffins are engineered for this borderland. Their dense, waterproof plumage acts as a perfect barrier against the cold Atlantic, while specialized salt glands, located near their eyes, allow them to drink seawater when fresh water is scarce, expelling the excess salt in a concentrated brine. For a newcomer like Pebble, cliff etiquette must be learned quickly: when to shuffle aside, when to stay low to the ground, and precisely when and how to launch into the unforgiving wind. That painted, triangular bill is far more than mere decoration. It is a dynamic signal of health and a marvel of biological engineering. During the breeding season, it grows extra keratin plates, deepening its sunset orange and scarlet hues and adding neat, pronounced grooves. After the season ends, these outer plates loosen and slip away, revealing a slimmer, more muted bill for the winter at sea. But there is a secret to this vibrant display, one hidden from our eyes. Under ultraviolet light, certain parts of the bill and those colorful grooves fluoresce. They literally glow. Puffins, unlike humans, can perceive ultraviolet light, meaning that glow likely serves as a silent, brilliant signal of health and readiness during courtship rituals. What if a beak could speak in colors we can barely imagine? The rest of the puffin's body is just as specialized. The compact, sturdy frame is built to ride both wind and waves. In the air, their short wings beat in a blur to keep them aloft. Underwater, those same wings transform into powerful paddles, allowing them to bank and chase silver prey with astonishing agility. As our seas warm and the patterns of fish populations shift, this dual mastery of air and water becomes more critical than ever. The beak is also an exquisitely designed toolbox. Look closer, and you'll find that the puffin's tongue is covered in tiny backward-facing spines. The roof of its mouth, the palate, is similarly ridged. This ingenious combination allows the bird to clamp down on multiple fish at once, holding them securely while it continues to hunt. Imagine a neat, gleaming row of over a dozen sand eels, held crosswise in that powerful grip, while the puffin is still pursuing its next meal. This precision is not for show. It is the key to feeding a hungry chick waiting in the burrow, minimizing the number of dangerous trips back and forth from the sea. Even their bright orange feet are multi-purpose, signaling health to potential mates and acting as rudders for steering during their underwater pursuits. Soon, with a rumbling stomach and a cliff full of mentors, Pebble will have to test this incredible grip for the first time. Her burrow is a green doorway carved into the raw cliffstone, a testament to the labor of both bill and feet. With stout claws, she scrapes at the soil, and with her precise beak, she nips at roots and smooths the entrance to her tunnel. The Atlantic puffin is a seabird that makes its home underground. Many pairs will carve out fresh passages each year, while others will find and widen old rabbit runs. They often add a gentle bend to the tunnel, a simple architectural feature that blocks the wind and hides the nest from prying eyes. A shallow slope ensures that rainwater drains away, while a lining of grass and feathers keeps the inner chamber snug. Puffins exhibit strong site fidelity, a remarkable loyalty to a specific place. Many return to the very same burrow year after year, often with the same partner, their bond reaffirmed by soft rattling calls and gentle beak-touching displays. This loyalty turns a cliff face into a map of memories, each doorway a known and cherished address. Inside the chamber, a single egg will become a single chick, known as a puffling. It wears a coat of soft gray down and sits in a nest warmed by a bare patch of skin on its parent's belly called a brood patch. Incubation lasts for about 40 days, a shared duty between the two parents. One will guard the egg while the other is out at sea, hunting. After the puffling hatches, the rhythm of their lives shifts, but their devotion does not. To dodge the ever-watchful gulls and skuas that patrol the cliffs, most feeding trips happen at dawn and dusk, the parents slipping through the shadows with beaks clamped shut to protect their precious cargo. The burrow is more than just a hole. It is a carefully maintained microclimate, staying dry and cool, which protects the puffling's delicate skin and helps keep parasites at bay. In a world of changing seas, a safe, well-placed burrow can give a young puffin a critical head start, especially when food runs are delayed. Wings skim the foam, then slice into the green water as Pebble vanishes beneath the swell. For the first time, she is hunting. The cold bites through her feathers, and the sea tastes metallic and alive. Above, the roar of the surf and the cries of the colony fade into a deep, muffled hush. Down here, the light dims into a wavering emerald world. And in this world, the Atlantic puffin does what seems impossible in the air. She flies. Each rapid wing beat, which struggles to keep her aloft in the thin air, becomes a powerful, efficient stroke in the dense sea. Her feet, tucked away in flight, now act as small rudders, allowing for sharp turns and precise maneuvers. She is a streamlined torpedo, angling after a shimmer of sand eels, gathering speed with tight, quiet power. This is not a simple plunge and float. This is a true hunt, where the physics of flight have been repurposed for the deep. She is an underwater flyer. The school of fish scatters. Pebble rolls, tucks a shoulder, and tracks one silver gleam, then another. A clear third eyelid slides across her eye, a nictitating membrane that sharpens her vision and protects it from salt and debris. She snaps, clamps, and does not swallow. Instead, that spiny tongue pins the first fish against her ridged upper bill, freeing the tip of her beak to catch a second, then a third, then a fourth. With each catch, the sand eels stack neatly crosswise, held fast by those tiny, backward-facing spikes. A practiced adult can carry dozens of fish at once, a lifeline for the chick waiting in the dark. She can stay submerged for up to a minute, then surface with a soft pop and a spray of brine. Her salt glands work to purge the excess salt from her system, allowing her to hydrate from the very ocean she hunts in. Today, as warming waters cause prey to shift, this incredible efficiency matters more than ever. She tilts for home, her beak of silver stripes just kissing the surface as her wings churn to lift her from the water. The elegance of those crosswise fish is a stroke of practical genius. Fewer trips means less time exposed to predators and a steadier stream of calories for a hungry puffling. As dusk settles, Pebble stands at her burrow, a bright beacon against the coming dark. This remarkable seafarer lives a long life by seabird standards. Many survive for more than 2 decades. When the puffling is old enough to fly, the vast ocean will become its home for months, even years, far from any shore. Nights will be spent bobbing on the sea surface, its cloak of feathers dark, its bill now muted, its eyes ever bright. How does a bird not much larger than a loaf of bread navigate the featureless expanse of the open ocean? By day, the sun is their compass. By night, they are guided by familiar stars, the unique scent of the ocean currents, and the Earth's own magnetic field, which they can sense. Year after year, ringed birds reappear at the same doorways, irrefutable proof that memory and an internal map of the world brings them home. But this life is not without its perils. Storms can raise deep, black troughs and lash the surface with rain. And today, the challenges are growing. Warming seas are changing the timing and location of their food sources. Storms are becoming more frequent and more intense. The International Union for Conservation of Nature now lists the Atlantic puffin as vulnerable, a careful word that signals a very real worry. That is why research, protected marine areas, and wiser fishing practices are so critical. They can build a margin of safety for the next generation, for the next puffling to make its first leap. From the beak that glows with unseen light, to the wings that fly through water, to the mind that can map the stars, the Atlantic puffin is a master of two worlds. Of all the traits and facts we have explored on this cliffside journey, which one surprised or impressed you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Tell us which of this incredible bird's powers you found most fascinating, and why.